Hey, what's up, warrior babes? What's up, everyone? Nikki here, and we're excuse me, we are live for our Warrior Babe Wednesday Q&A time together. I'm so excited. I love these nights with you guys. So as you guys are joining in, comment and say, hey, what's up, so I can see who is all here in the comments below as you guys join this live. And the more comments that we have underneath of this video, the more that it will stay to the top of our group, so that all of the other babes who aren't going to be able to hang out with us live here are able to tune in and can see it and tune in at a later date or a later time. And those who are catching this on at a later time or the replay, give me a hashtag replay below the video. And also, if you guys are catching the replay and have any questions, please leave them in the comments thread below the video so that Kate and I can refer back to one area. Just like to keep it all organized, okay? What's up, Erica? What's up, guys? Hi, babes. Hi, happy Wednesday. I'm so excited to be here with you all. I love this time together. So we're gonna get started in just a few seconds. So give me any questions that you guys have in the comments below this video right now, if you wanna just dive right in, okay? So anybody, really quick though, before we do get started, anybody that's new, we have a lot of new warrior babes. Welcome, guys. I am so freaking excited for you and so glad that you are here. And more importantly, I'm so excited that you're inside this community. I get to be a part of your journey. Kate gets to be a part of your journey. And all of the other babes, we're here to support and empower and lift each other every single day to be on the right path to our goals. This is what this community is all about, okay? There's no right or wrong question, no silly or stupid question. This is a safe place where all of us strong-ass babes are here to help each other along our journey and to empower each other, right? Hey, Jenny, what's up? Hi, babes. So I want to just leave that there. Like, I welcome, guys. Like, I'm so excited for you, and just know that this space is for you guys to feel empowered, to feel like, and to know that you guys can do this too. We're all on this journey together. All right, and then also for anybody that is new, we do these live Q&As every single Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what I recommend is that you mark your calendars. For anybody that's like loves those little agenda books, I'm obsessed with them, and likes to be organized, or set your alarm so that you do not miss these calls. These calls are gonna be so important for you along your journey because, hey, I'm here in real time. I get to talk with you. I get to help you with any questions that you have and provide you clarity moving forward. So mark it in your calendars, set your alarms, and don't miss this Q&A session. If you guys have any questions, please start leaving them in the comments below, and we'll dive in just a second. Another thing for all the new members, the rally calls also. Not only do we do these Q&A calls on Wednesday, but I do a rally call on Saturday. That's basically a call where I give you some massive motivation just through a phone call, and you can literally chime in while you're going through the grocery store or while you're food prepping or you're hanging out with your kiddos. You can have your headphone in and literally just listen to me get you amped up, right? So that's what the rally call is for, every single Saturday at 11 a.m., just to get you in a motivational state to continue your journey on, and to not, some weekends we tend to cave on the weekends. That's why I set it up on Saturdays, so that you know that this is here to give you motivation to keep pushing forward. All right, so make sure that you tune in for those. Those are every single Saturday at 11 a.m. in the morning. And then also too, those blast off emails for all of you new babes. I saw a lot of comments being like, where do I start? Like, what's the first thing that you guys all recommend that I do? And I really do recommend that you guys take your time. This is a journey. And what I love to say, when I'm going to say every single time that I'm able to talk to you guys, is that when you guys accept that this is a 6 to 12 or 18-month journey that's ahead of you, that's when this whole process and this whole journey gets so much easier. That's where you start trusting the process, and it becomes so much more enjoyable knowing that you are on the right path to the goals that you have in mind for yourself. So please keep that in mind for yourself. Write that down. Like if some days where you get like something trips you up, or you're thinking like, why am I not seeing my progress? Be freaking grateful for where you are, because you are making progress. Stop thinking about the future that's ahead of you, and stop thinking where you think you should go, and write down that this journey is 6 to 12, maybe even 18 months that's ahead of you. And when you accept it, it's going to be so much easier. Write that down to get it in your head. Okay. I'm telling you, it's going to, if you're having a bad day, you can whip it out and read it, and just that reading it is going to change your thought process and have you accept and trust this process that's ahead of you. Even with Kate's post in the Facebook group today, which was absolutely amazing. And anybody that is new, Kate Holly is our community manager inside this group, and she's been on this journey for 2 years, like she shared in that post. So she wants to give you guys the support and serve you guys, because she wants you to have the same exact success that she's had along this journey. That's why she's here inside this group, to help everybody out. All right. So, and she's been in this for 2 years, and she even said in one of the comments that it, and I even know this because I worked with her one-on-one at a certain time, but it wasn't until like 5 months into her journey that she actually started to see progress. All right. So trust the process, guys. That's all I have to say. All right, let's dive into these Q&As because I see they're popping now. All right. So Jenny, I'm new. Yay. Awesome. I lost 40 pounds in my health and fitness journey. Oh my God, that is awesome. I'm at a plateau, never counted macros. Couple questions. Do we need to be doing ab workouts? And okay, let me answer one question at a time. Okay, so ab workouts. Absolutely, you guys can do, if you go to the workout philosophy section, and underneath of one of the 2 modules, there is my top 7 core exercises. And also in those modules, I tell you how to incorporate the core exercises. If you want to do it as a warm-up, or if you want to do it as a cool down. And guys, you can do those core exercises every single day. And I don't recommend doing all 7 of them. I recommend choosing from maybe like 2 or 3 of them, and then doing like 3 sets of 30. It's in the PDF. So if you guys go to Jenny, if you go to the workout philosophies, and underneath of the module, one of the 2, there's the top core exercises, and it's going to tell you what top 7 I recommend, and then how many sets and reps to do of them. And sometimes I have to split my workouts. Will I still benefit from that, or should I make it a priority to do cardio after weights? Okay, no, Jenny, that's totally fine. So if you have to split your workouts out, this is what I recommend. So say you do workout in the morning and you do weights in the morning, you can come back in the afternoon and do your cardio, okay? But what I recommend with that cardio is to make sure you're in a fasted state. So fasted being empty stomach. And the best way to be in a fasted state in the afternoon is to wait to do that cardio right before you're about to have your next meal, right? So, maybe you have a meal at 4 o'clock, go in and do cardio at like 3:15, 3:30, and then have your meal afterwards. Or vice versa. If you do cardio in the morning, wake up, do it in fasted state right away, have your breakfast right after, and then in the afternoon, go back and do your weights and have your pre and post workout around that. All right. That's awesome. Did chest and triceps today and it kicked my ass. You are so welcome. I wouldn't be doing my job if I wasn't kicking all of your asses. When we feel ready to move forward to muscle building, do we recalculate macros to get new baseline based on current weight? Yeah, so if you guys go to that link in the above in the description, the warriorbabe.helpscoutdocs.com, I show you guys, if you guys are just here to also build muscle, how to calculate those macros. So you would go there, you type in your stats, and then basically you wouldn't use the fat burning state macros, you would use your baseline macros, and you would start building off of there. If you guys want to dive deeper, I talk about how to adjust those macros even more in the blueprint too as well. Hey Heather, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I love Wednesday nights. I love being able to hang out, being able to answer any questions that you guys have, and giving you clarity moving forward on this journey. Because sometimes, you feel when you join something and, I've heard this millions of times before, that the trainers just leave, or the trainers just never, they don't respond back to people's emails and stuff like that. And that's why I love coming here live, because this is a time where you guys, I get bombarded with Facebook messages, DMs, and emails. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm ignoring you on those. That's why I set these up, these Q&A times, so that you guys can ask me any questions that you have. That's why I love this. And then also inside the community, you can ask questions too as well. And you see that Kate is in there, and she's in there every single day answering and making sure she gets to everyone's questions. And there's some that do fall through the cracks. And that's another reason why this live Q&A has been set up, so that everybody's questions are being answered, and you guys are on your way and on the right path, and you guys, have this clarity towards the goals that you have in mind for yourself. And instead of assuming that you know the answer, which I don't recommend that you assume you know it, because I'm sure so many of you guys have tried so many things in the past and nothing has worked, but sometimes we hold on to the things that we've tried in the past, right? And our answers come from that. But now you guys are trying something new, and I want you guys to just totally eliminate all of the things that you've done or tried in the past, okay? And just listen to me and hear me out on the answers that I'm going to give you, even if you don't like the answers that I'm going to give you, okay? Because that's going to help you be on the right path to your goals. Trust me. I've been in this journey. I've been on through the ups and the downs, and so is Kate. So that's why we're here. We're here to support you. We're here to motivate you guys. We're here to serve you guys, and this is what we love to do. All right? Okay, so hi, Cindy. I have lost a total, wow, you guys are badass babes, man. 47 pounds after having my second child. I'm having a hard time toning my stomach. I have a lot of loose skin from my pregnancies. Is it possible to tone? So I ran into this same exact situation working with my one-on-one clients before. And she had that pouch after pregnancy. She lost a lot of weight. Now you can definitely tone. You'll tone your body, you'll tone your legs, you'll tone your arm, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be brutally honest with you, your stomach is gonna be the hardest part. So this is what I can recommend. A, love your body for what it is right now, and know that you're always working towards the goals that you have in mind for yourself. And B, take it day by day. Okay, because as you do continue on this journey, that is going to tighten. That is going to, it's going to change from where you are right now. Now, it may not get to 100% where you think it should be, but I'm telling you, because you've had babies, and the beautiful gift of having babies, they change your body. Okay, so it's just something that you gotta love your body of what it is right now. Okay, and the woman that I used to work with, she killed it. She absolutely changed her whole body composition. And then she moved on to a local coach that was around her. And that coach told her to do there's this skin tightening. I've never looked into it, so I'm not going to talk about it because I don't know much about it, but I've heard that that may work. But yeah, Sydney, those two things I just recommended, and keep with the workouts, keep with eating the way that I recommend that you guys eat inside of the app, and keep killing it with the core exercises too as well. The core exercises, again, are in the workout philosophies. And underneath of the module there is the top core exercises to do, okay? All right, Karina, I'm trying to figure out where to fit WB workouts in my schedule. I do jiu-jitsu twice a week for an hour, and in the off days from that, I lift heavy with compound squat, deadlift, bench, shoulders. How and when do I focus on isolation, or do I just follow diet and focus on compound lifting? Oh, that's a good one, Karina. No, so you definitely want to incorporate these Warrior Babe workouts into your routine. So what I'm going to recommend for you, and this is what I've done previously for my powerlifting clients, is that on those bench, let's say on the bench days, do accessory motions, which are basically not the compound movements that I give you in the workouts, but more of the isolation workouts. Do them after you do bench, right? So do bench, do your thing with that, and then afterwards do 4 exercises of accessory muscles or accessory around the chest that are isolated. And then same with the squat and the deadlift. You do squat and your deadlift thing and you're jazzed with that. And then afterwards do accessory isolation work. All right. All right, Samantha, is it necessary to move up to 5 sets? I'm feeling maxed at 4 sets, plus I probably would go over an hour. Do you mean you're feeling maxed, like you're feeling challenged and you're feeling good? Because if that's the case, if you're feeling challenged and you're feeling good at 4 sets, no, I would totally stay at that. It's not necessary to move up to 5 sets. Until you get deeper into more I recommend it for advanced people that have bigger muscle masses. And secondly, I recommend it a little bit more into Warrior Babe. Okay, so if you're feeling totally maxed at 4 sets, I would just leave it at 4 sets, Samantha, and stay with that. Okay, you're welcome. Darcy, hey, what's up? I'm so glad you made it. Beth, hi, is it okay? Hi, Beth. Is it okay if I do the lifting in a different order than absolutely 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, yep, I do home workouts. Yep, absolutely, totally fine. So what I do recommend though is don't do your leg workouts back to back. So don't do quads and then hammies the next day, or quads and then something else and then hammies the other day. Like, I recommend to have a good gap between those so you can get the full recovery with your legs before you hit them again. That's the only thing I recommend. All right, Karina, awesome, thank you. Should I stay at moderate for activity? I want to gain lean muscle. All right, so, okay, going back to your first question, trying to figure out, yep. Yeah, stay at your moderate for your activity, but if you're trying to gain lean muscle, do what I recommend, go to that link, warriorbabe.helpscouts.com, and then where it says in the nutrition section, where it says that I want to maintain my weight but build lean muscle, go off of those macros that I'm recommending that you do for yourself. So plug in all your stats and then use what I recommend for building muscle. Caroline, what's up? Hi, what's up, guys? You're welcome, Samantha. Okay, Nikki, would you prefer us to just do HIIT cardio on the days you list for at-home workouts, or can we do like a mile or 2 run every night after weights and skip the specific cardio days? No, you can totally go for a run, Nikki. I would even recommend, because 1 to 2 miles is probably only going to, it depends on your time, but like 3 miles would be 30 minutes. So if you can, try and get like a 30-minute, do like a jog, interval kind of run type of thing for yourself. Yeah, do a little bit more for that. Cool, thumbs up. Nice. For Carolina. Since started Warrior Babe 3 weeks ago, I've experienced being really tired, like lay down the floor tired. I eat well and lift 6 days. Is my body just adjusting? I'm a nurse and 42, maybe hormones or deficiency. Ah, Heather, it looks like I got cut off. I am ... I'll wait for you to finish that. Okay, I'm not taking a vitamin currently either. All right, so make sure go to the supplements I think it's the end of the 2nd week with the Macro Mastery, the supplements that I recommend. Glutamine, you may not be recovering enough. Make sure you're getting that glutamine in there. But secondly, make sure you're getting enough water. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. If you're not getting enough sleep, I posted this on my Instagram story the other day by a guy that I follow, and I have so much respect for him because he's done amazing things to people's bodies. But he was talking about how sleep, like if you don't get enough sleep, it's gonna tap into your muscles for energy, right? And I talked about this before in my in my like things that before you guys joined Warrior Babe, when I was talking about how when you're not giving yourself enough food, your body tries to break down your muscles first for the nutrition to get that glucose that's inside the muscles for energy, right? So it's going to do the same thing if you're not getting enough sleep. You have to make sure you're getting enough sleep, getting enough water. And this may also be a thing, Heather, where this is a body signal that your body is trying to tell you that you need more carbs. So this is something that I do talk about inside the Warrior Babe Blueprint. But if it's not your monthly period and you're moody as fuck and you're tired to the point like you're laying down the floor and like you know that next move that you have to get off the floor, but it's just like, oh my God, it's gonna take so much energy, I'd recommend to up your carbs just a little bit, and just that little bit around your workouts is going to make a world of a difference. You're gonna have that energy, you're gonna feel good, okay? So I talk about that in the blueprint, but that's my gist of what I would tell you to do if that's what you're experiencing. And also multivitamins, yes, make sure you're getting a multivitamin in there. I talk about that inside of the supplements too as well. I recommend the Multi-Sport by NutraBio. And you guys can go to coalitionnutrition.com and use, actually, you know what? Let me do this right now. coalitionnutrition.com and use code AF free ship. There you go, Heather. I just put it underneath of your comment. Cool. Thumbs up. All right. Where are we at? There we go. Hillary, hey, what's up? So I'm dealing with a knee injury. Oh no, that's not going away anytime soon. Meniscus surgery a year ago and it's haunting me again. How does one have an epic leg workout when I have to modify a lot of the exercises? Unfortunately, I'm not feeling challenged to modify. Girl, I got you. I have torn my ACL twice in the same exact leg. And there's some days where that weather outside likes to take a hold of my joints and my knee, and sometimes I have terrible workouts. So on those days that I would recommend for you, Hillary, is getting a brace, a support brace for that knee. And I don't know what it is, if it's just mentally, but having that support there, I'm able to have a normal workout. So try that if you haven't already. Let me see, you haven't commented back. But yeah, try that if you haven't already, and I'm sure you'll still have an epic leg day. And honestly, second to that, Hillary, if you are doing that and you're still not having an epic leg day, give yourself at least like a week. I know it's hard. I know missing a day in the gym is challenging. I totally understand that. But your injury is more important to recover now than dealing with it later down like 5 or 10 years from now. Okay, so take some time off and let that heal and recover. All right, I have a question. Carolyn, okay, so you say that we should be burning between 400 and 500 calories always. However, on my non-cardio days, like leg days, I don't seem to burn 400 to 500. I end up having to still do cardio. I have a Fitbit. Maybe it's not accurate since it's on my wrist. I mean, I sweat like a heck. What do you think? Okay, so sometimes Apple Watches or Fitbits may not be super accurate. Now, Carolyn, what I can recommend is I've caught this from my VIP babes that I work with in my VIP, the Warrior Babe VIP. What I've caught with them is that they are taking longer rest periods. Now, I'm not saying this is you, but if that's the case, like speed it up, man. Like, because like your heart rate's going to be racing at that point. So I'm not saying that's you, but if maybe that's the point, maybe that's the deal breaker, or you're waiting for somebody else to like get off a piece of equipment. You just want to walk up to them and be like, bro, like I need this workout bench right now, right? So like just try and pick it up. I wouldn't say they're super accurate, the things that you're using. And on a leg day, and honestly, if it's without cardio, you're probably only burning around like closer to 400, not 500. You're probably burning around like 350 to 400 calories, and that's totally fine. Okay. Mary, can't get the app to open to watch live. I keep getting this message when I try to watch live. In-app Safari cannot open the page because the address is invalid. Mary, what are you talking about with live? I don't go live in any of the in live in the app. I go live here in the Facebook group, but not the app. Okay, Sue, I've gained about 1 pound on maintenance. Measurements are staying about the same. Should I apply the 75 to 100 gram method? It's been about 3 weeks. I eventually want to get to strength macros, but doing it slowly. I've made one adjustment since being on maintenance to add more protein and take away a few carbs because I was hungry. Okay, so Sue is actually part of my blueprint. So Sue, so that's good. If you where you are at right now is awesome that you've only gained about 1 pound, like 1 to 3, you're gonna have those daily fluctuations, that stuff is gonna happen. And if your measurements are staying the same, then hell yeah, increase that bad boy up to the 75 to 100 gram method. Get more food in you before you start getting into that strength building phase. Can we have protein shakes twice a day for 2 meals? Just make one after a workout, or is it too much? Nikki, I'm gonna go with my gut on this one. I would only have one protein shake in a day. I wouldn't recommend two, just because honestly, in my whole approach, I recommend whole food, and you're gonna get the nutrients from whole food more than you would from protein shakes. Hillary, I haven't tried it yet, and I will. I will try to give it a break. I'm on 6 weeks of it acting up. It's just so hard to take a break. I know, man. I get it. I totally get it. But yeah, no, try that. Try it. Try the compression sleeve. It's gonna probably make a world of a difference. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I keep an eye on time always, but sometimes the machines are so far from each other that I end up doing one workout at a time instead of superset, but not always. Yeah, so that could play another role too, Carolyn. If you're doing a straight set, the straight set's not going to get your heart rate up as much as a superset would, but hey, you're doing your thing and you're working with what the gym's got for you. So that's all you can do. That's all I ask of you. But yeah, it's totally fine. If you're burning like 350 to 400 on leg day, which probably be what you are around, totally fine. It doesn't have to be all the way up to 500. Yes, awesome. Good. I prefer eating my meals more than drinking them. Thanks. You are welcome. Kristen, are we supposed to have a protein shake and simple carb before and after our workout? So you can have, you would have protein. It doesn't necessarily have to be a protein shake, but you can have a protein item before you work out. Like sometimes people do egg whites, they have chicken, ground turkey, whatever, maybe even a protein shake, and then a simple carb. You can do, okay, so this is the thing, this is a window. You can do a simple carb if you want to before you work out, 30 minutes to an hour before working out. If you are doing like a complex carb, like I sometimes do oatmeal and a protein powder, then you can do that with the oatmeal because it's a wheat base. It's more of a complex carb, so that should be taken into consideration to eat 90 minutes to an hour before because it takes longer to digest and it has a longer sustained energy. The simple carbs are more of that energy burst, and it gives you that energy right away when you get into the gym. And then the same thing afterwards. Protein and a simple protein. This is where I recommend that it's a simple carb after you work out. Always, 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 always a simple carb after you work out. Because, and I'll go in, I love explaining, and you guys will definitely learn that as you keep being a warrior babe. But because basically when you're working out, that energy, that food that you fed your muscles beforehand is now depleted because you just kicked your ass during that workout. And sometimes you guys may feel like a little woozy and you may feel like, oh man, like where am I? Like outer space or something like that, right? And you feel like you're hungry. This is because you completely depleted your energy stores. And what that simple carb does is because now what I just said, it's a fast acting carbohydrate, it's going to kick in and recover and be a fast digesting to get to your muscles faster for them to recover and for them to start repairing and building. So that's why simple carb is super important afterwards. And that can be simple carbs like fruit. I do a super carb powder that I just mix with my protein shake. I know Kate does when she's running. Anybody that are runners and they go longer for an hour or hours, Kate does like jelly beans while she's like running, just to feel her stores and make sure that nothing's tapping into her muscle. So I can recommend that too as well. All right, Christy, I'm off 2 weeks on shoulders due to a strained muscle and tendonitis. Oh no. When I return, should I go back what I was lifting before? Okay, so when you come back, Christy, definitely start off lighter. You want to reintroduce your muscle to what it's kind of been forgetting for the past 2 weeks. So you want to start off lighter, because if you start off heavier, you're going to be sore as fuck, and I wouldn't recommend that. I've watched my mom take 2 weeks off and then come into the gym crying because she can't move. So definitely start off lighter and just allow your muscles to get back into the groove of things. Kristen, you're welcome. All right, Jennifer, do we implement a second cheat meal before starting to adjust macros and cardio if we haven't noticed a difference? Jennifer, do we implement a second cheat meal before starting to adjust macros and cardio? No. I'm not sure that I understand your question fully. If you're not noticing a difference, then that's where, and you've got the blueprint too, Jennifer, so that's where in week 5, you would make the first adjustment to fat loss. And you know what, Jennifer, because you're in my blueprint, like upload your pictures so that I can see what your body looks like, because a cheat meal depends on the body's frame too as well. And I've talked about this inside the Revolution. I've talked about this in post Q&As. So it would really help if I saw a body to really give you a more vivid answer. And you can do that in the blueprint. Samantha, so no oatmeal after workout. I swear I saw a post meal in the module that was oatmeal. No, Samantha, no oatmeal afterwards. All right, Carolyn, we could do any cardio we want as long as 30 minutes and high intensity. I like to run, but don't see it in the cardio options. No, so I don't really, I'm not big on like high intensity cardio other than like a HIIT. Like if HIIT's your thing that you're doing, I only recommend that like once or twice a week, barely even doing it. But when you're doing the cardio, I recommend more of like a steady state, like LIST. You guys have heard of LIST before, low intensity, steady state. So that's what I recommend now. And that's why I recommended to one of the babes that just asked if they could run afterwards, doing like an interval of jogging and sprinting and jogging and sprinting, or jogging and walking and jogging and walking. But you can do, I recommend a bunch of, actually, no, I took that module out. You can do elliptical, you can do Stairmaster, you can do treadmill, you can do any of the cardio machines in there. But I would still try and only keep at a burn of like 300, 400 calories when you're doing that. Jennifer, you're welcome. Lauren, did I read somewhere that we should eat a simple carb before bed if we eat carbs? Yes. Babe's got some good questions tonight. I love it. Keep them rolling. Does anybody have a cheat meal tonight? I got my cheat meal. I can't wait. I destroyed, guys, I felt the way that some of you have probably felt. Look, and so I'm going to use my own personal experience today. Okay, so I did legs this morning. And I'm sure you guys are the morning goers, but this is the first time I've done legs in the morning in like probably a year. I'm usually a leg afternoon girl. I do all the other workouts in the morning, but I'm usually a leg afternoon girl. So I did my legs this morning. And I swear I wanted to sleep. I just wanted to nap afterwards. I was so exhausted. And this is a body signal that my body is telling me, and this is what I talk about inside the blueprint. My body is telling me, Nikki, you're tired. You're not recovering fast enough. You need more food. And it's scary as fuck to think that you need more food, right? I know all of us are scared to incorporate more food into our plan because we're afraid that we're going to get fat. That is this like limiting belief that is stopping all of us from eating more food. But I want to tell you guys that you have to eat more food if you want to build muscle, okay? Because muscle survives off of food. Now I'm just going to leave that there. But anyway, I'm getting this body signal, and I know that if I'm feeling this way, and also the other babe that said she was really tired, this may be the fact that you need a cheat meal, right? And I'm ravenous, man. I'm starving. I'm so hungry. And that's my body telling me it's been a while since you had a cheat meal. Give yourself another cheat meal. You need it. You need to eat, or we're going to start tapping into all your hard work and you ain't going to like it. All right. Carolyn, about cheat meals. Can we have like a glass of wine, cheat meal, and dessert, or is it too much? Absolutely. Like, this is balance. This lifestyle is balance. You can totally have a glass of wine. You can totally have, man, I'm going to get gemelli. Gemelli is like an organic gelati or gelato, like homemade there. It's so freaking good. But that's what I'm going to get after my cheat meal. It's all about balance, right? I don't want it every day. I used to. My God, I used to snack on sugar, literally breakfast, lunch, and dinner, just have candy. I was Sour Patch Kids, Fun Dip, like all that kind of stuff. Now I don't even crave it at all. Crazy. I never would have thought that 2 years from now I would ever, or from when I first started my journey, that I would ever be like this. But anyway, so yeah, you can totally have a glass of wine, totally have a dessert. When doing cardio on the Stairmaster and treadmill, should it be hands-free? Yeah, man, challenge yourself. Definitely do it hands-free. If I'm okay, Darcy, if I'm 38% body fat, Lauren, it's gonna be challenging. I'm just telling you right now, it's gonna be super challenging. If you need to hold on to it, hold on. But if you want to challenge yourself even more, do it hands-free. So Darcy, I'm 38% body fat. Should I have a cheat meal at all? No. Nope. Nancy, I messed up my left knee and was told not to do any kind of weights or deep knee bend on it for at least a month. Oh no. What kind of weights or deep knee bends for at least a month? They were braced for when I start again. So I do the 5-day workout minus the legs. Is there anything you can suggest I can do with legs without weights and deep knee bends? Can you do machines, Nancy? Because if you can do machines, I would totally recommend just doing like leg extensions or like the abductors and the adductors, right? That's leg stuff. Adductors and inductors, going like that with the machines. And then leg extensions, just super, I mean, if you can, like super, super light on machines. And then walking on the treadmill on like a slight incline, just a little bit at a slow pace is still a leg workout. Cycling is still a leg workout. So keep that stuff in mind. Lindsay, when I count my macros in my FitnessPal app, I need to manually subtract the fiber count. I'm always over about 100 calories per day when I hit my true macros. Is 100 calorie overage like due to fiber carbs? Should I? No. Nope. Calories don't exist in our world. We are macro geniuses, okay? So if the calories are 100 plus or 100 negative or whatever, that doesn't matter. As long as you are within 5, plus 5 or negative 5 of your macro numbers. Yeah, Nancy, as long as it isn't weighted. Yeah, so machines, you can take that pin out and you can just do the motion of what the machine is. I mean, it's probably gonna be a little bit of weight, like maybe 3 pounds, 5 pounds, I don't know, something like that. But I maybe even just stick to, first of all, get that cleared. I don't want to say yes and then something happens and you get injured again or even more. So just ask, like, hey, like, can I do a weight or machines? Even like the adductors and abductors, I would say absolutely. But if you're doing like a leg extension, that might be a little bit of weight. But like I said, spinning and walking on the treadmill is still like a leg workout. All right, how often should I do measurements? I stop weighing myself and just go by how my clothes feel. I will be about 1 month doing this program and another week. So it depends on the individual, right? If you are number obsessed, I would recommend to only do it every 4 weeks. If you are okay with numbers and you understand, this whole journey, then I would do it every 2 weeks. Nancy, funny, I can do the treadmill uphill level 15 and F4. Holy cow! I just have a hard time, okay, bending it. Yeah, then you definitely will be able to do extensions. And this is okay, cool. So yeah, if you could do that, you could definitely do extensions. But again, just get that double checked. I don't want anything to happen and come back on me and I feel super bad that you got more injured. You can do normal leg extensions. You can put your toes out wide. That hits a different quad head, and then put your toes in. That hits a different quad head. You could even try, like this is literally, guys, this is literally the first 4 exercises right now of my quad rotation that I put together. What I do is wide extensions, superset with close extensions, and then I do a leg extensions with a 2-second pause at the top, squeezing it, and then coming back down. And then the next set is just regular leg extension. So Nancy, you could totally do that. Maybe some adductors and abductors, and then do a little bit of cardio. There you go. 6 different exercises. Should I weigh myself and should I worry if the scale went up? And at what point should I change my macros if I gain weight? You can weigh yourself, Carolyn, but I wouldn't be attached by what that number says unless it's like a 10-pound increase. Okay, if it's a 10-pound increase and that's something that we want to worry about, but if it's a fluctuation from your normal weight, 3-4 pounds, that's normal. That's gonna happen because of the sodium, because of drinking, because if you get your period, because of maybe some stress, if you're not sleeping, right? So there's so many other things that come into play when you weigh yourself on the scale. Well, why don't we cross that bridge, Carolyn, if that's the case, to answer your second question. Samantha, after my post-workout meal, I'm very hungry still. Is it okay to eat my next meal before 90 minutes? Absolutely. Do you have any recommended alternatives to barbell good mornings and stiff-legged deadlifts for those with low back troubles? Brains processing. Alternatives for barbell good mornings. Body weight. You don't have to do anything. Just focus on doing body weight. You can do hyper extensions. That's just body weight too as well. That's still gonna target your lower back, because I don't like, even with lower back troubles, you still have to work it out or it's just going to get worse. But this is where I recommend just doing those body weight exercises, doing no weight at all, and just focusing on that connection. Also, you guys with lower back troubles can do Supermans. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Supermans. You can Google it or YouTube it, but those are really good exercises too as well. I used to make one of my old clients, when I did one-on-one training in a studio, she was 60 some years old and she was doing Supermans. And you can also do Supermans on like a yoga ball too as well. You're welcome, babes. Kristen, I know I work my core anytime I'm doing strength training, but should I be adding any specific core exercises? Yeah, absolutely, Kristen. So like I said, I mentioned this at the beginning of this Q&A today because one of the other babes asked, but if you go into the workout philosophies section in the app and you go to one of the first module, underneath of it has the top core exercises that I recommend. And you can add them in to your before you work out or after you work out. And yeah, guys, that's another thing too. What Kristen said is, if you guys aren't doing core, but I still recommend that you do core exercises to strengthen them. The abs come with the kitchen, and the detail comes with the kitchen, and being at a really low body fat. But while you guys are working out, especially with the style of workouts that we do, you are always working your core. Okay, so just think about a deadlift or a squat or a compound movement like a bench press, right? Your core is always activating. For another example, when you're sitting down and you're doing the shoulder presses, and you're going to push it up, right? You're think about how you're stabilizing your core just by sitting in that bench. So you're always working your core. All right, Lindsay, you recommended 20-30 grams of simple carbs before and after workouts. Is it okay to have an additional complex carbs with those meals? I'm having trouble evenly distributing my macros throughout the day if I don't add some complex carbs in. Yeah, you should just increase the amount of complex carb around the other meals. But also, Lindsay, like I said, you can do a simple carb before, I'm sorry, you can do a complex carb before you work out. You just want to eat it 90 minutes to an hour before you work out. The only time that I highly recommend a simple carb is right after you work out. So what I would do is just totally put more complex carbs around your other meals. Yeah, Nancy, that counts. Awesome, babes. Well, I answered a lot. I'm all caught up. So I answered a lot of questions for you guys. I think we're coming towards the end. So if anybody has any last minute ones, drop them in there. I'll get to them right now. But before I do go off today, I just want to say how freaking proud I am of you guys for putting in the work every single day, making this your own journey. As long as you guys do what I am telling you to do, you put in the work every single day. The only way that you can fail at this is if you don't do what I am saying, okay? You can do this. All of the other women that I've helped have gotten amazing results. All the other warrior babes in here have gotten amazing results. All the babes in my blueprint have gotten amazing results. All the babes in my warrior babe VIP are getting tremendous results, okay? If I can do it, let's just say that. You guys didn't know me at the beginning of my journey. If I can do this, if all the other warrior babes can do this, you guys can do this too. And keep telling yourself that every single day. Don't let those thoughts get in your head like, well, this is working for them and it's not working for me, right? Comparison, when you guys play the long game, that a warrior babe, what we do, playing the long game that it actually takes to build a body that you love. When you commit to the long game, that comparison becomes a thing of the past. Okay, so don't look at all the other warrior babes and like see how they're making amazing progress. Cheer them on, give them support, give them a high five, because in reality, you're also cheering yourself on. Keep that in mind. I'm so proud of you guys and keep up the amazing work. Okay, so is there a timeline where we should start seeing major changes in our bodies? Everybody's body is different. You saw Kate, how Kate, it wasn't until 4 or 5 months into her journey that changes were happening. And man, I remember when I'm getting all those little hearts. I love it, you guys. Oh, I love you all. That was a terrible heart. There we go. Everybody's body is different. Okay, so just trust the process that this is all happening, Carolyn. And I know you personally from not personally, but I just remember your story. You're coming in off of a restrictive fat diet or restrictive diets in the past, and you're working your way up to build your metabolism back up. And man, holy shit, that takes time to do, right? But when you get your metabolism right, you get all of your inside processes all functioning right, that you want to heal the inside before you can expect the results on the outside. That's what matters most. That's what I'm key about. Okay, healing everything, making sure you're healthy, and then working to progress on the outside. I know we all want these fast results, but trust the process. That's all I have to say. Trust. I'm gonna make t-shirts that say trust the warrior babe process. Okay, so Lindsay, the simple carb with fat, that's before bed. Should that also be? No, that can be combined. Yeah, that's totally fine. It doesn't, I know I said simple carb. It can be a simple complex. It can be no carb at all. Okay, I'm gonna be fixing these modules, but yeah, it's simple. It can be complex. It can be whatever. It can be no carb at all. It can just be fat and protein. Is there a monthly updated hypertrophy plan, or should we just keep using the same hypertrophy workouts as last time? Okay, so there is not right now at this moment an updating hypertrophy plan. That is definitely something that I've considered to put into this program in the future, but this is also something that I teach in my up-level blueprint course, because hypertrophy, when you increase the workouts, you have to increase the macros. So what I do, and which I'm sure some of you babes are at that building phase stage. So what I recommend with the hypertrophy workouts, and I can just give you like a broad overview of what they should look like. They almost look the same as the Warrior Babe workouts that you're doing right now, but you have more straight sets and you take rest longer in between. Okay, so that's generally what a hypertrophy workout looks like, and more compound too, doing deadlifts, squats, bench presses, and then you're doing like fine isolation workouts around that, but you're still kicking your ass, you're still having a kick-ass workout in there, but you're taking longer rest periods, especially around the compound movements. I just listened to all. Oh, yay, awesome. Get it, girl. Go kick some ass inside the gym. Christy, yes, t-shirts. Yes, girls, don't worry. That swag is coming. I can't wait. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off of here with this live Q&A. I'm gonna go get my cheat meal. But again, I love you guys all so much, and I want you to all have the same success that I have had. I want you guys to have all the same success that Kate has had, and you guys have all the tools, literally, at your fingertips right now. And you're doing the thing. You're doing the damn thing every day. So keep it up. And I'll see you guys for our rally call on Saturday. All right, guys? Bye. Have a good night.